Welcome to Connecting to Your Breath. In this yoga class, you'll need a block, a strap, and a Forrest yoga roll. If you do not have a Forrest yoga roll, go grab a big bath towel. Go do it. And fold it in half long ways, twice. Then roll that up tightly. And this will work just fine as your Forrest yoga roll. In connecting to your breath, what we'll be exploring in our yoga practice today is the physical aspect of the breath, how the way that we're breathing changes as we move into different postures, and why, what that is, what it means, and physiologically how focusing on our breath affects our overall health and well-being. Another interesting thing to observe as you're practicing today is how the breath is intertwined with your state of mind and just what that feels like. The other aspect of the breath that we'll be exploring is how the breath is awareness and consciousness. We're literally moving this awareness through the over 70,000 nadis or energy channels that are moving throughout the body, or that are part of our physical existence energetically. In this space, you have these energy channels that are just swirling in all different directions. And that's how our awareness moves through our body. And if you just allow it to be a way of observing how getting your breath into an area of your body that feels bereft of breath, or to me, I think a good comparison is I feel like I'm suffocating when I get in certain postures and I have difficulty breathing into certain areas of my body. So the posture helps you to get those areas of the body open. And the breath, that awareness moving into those areas of your body. And we'll learn a lot about what it means to move consciousness in your body and how it can support you in your life. So close your eyes and bring your full attention and awareness into your body. Notice the physical parts that you use for breathing. So I'm referring to the lungs. And the rib cage needs to open in order to fill the lungs completely. There's this billowing effect that we create physically. So we're moving the ribs with the intercostal muscles, but there also might be a little bit of movement in the ribs as you draw the diaphragm down. So there's that movement into the belly, the expansion out to the sides with the rib cage in all directions, but also space between each rib. When we're getting the very top of the breath, in actuality, there's this muscle here in the neck that lightly raises the collarbones. And that's how we get the breath into the upper lungs. So to connect to this physical part of breathing, as we move into a control of breath, which is our ujjayi breath we use in yoga, bring your hands right below the diaphragm so that you can feel what happens in your body when the diaphragm moves. You want your belly to expand when you start your breath. Inhale and use your hands as feedback to feel whether or not the belly is rising there. And you can also feel the lifting and opening of the low ribs. And exhale all the air out. Let's do that again. Inhale, feel the movement in the belly as the diaphragm moves down. the spreading of the lower ribs, the opening of the diaphragm. See if you can expand it even a little bit further down towards the pelvic floor. And exhale. To finish your exhale, draw the low belly and pelvic floor in and up. Now move your hands to your side ribs. Remember what it felt like to start your breath in the diaphragm, even though your hands aren't there. Get that same movement and inhale into the belly and diaphragm. Then start to expand the breath up into your side ribs, feeling the lift and movement underneath your hands. Keeping the lift through the spine as you exhale, you'll feel the ribs move in. Then pause and draw the low belly in, relax through your neck. Inhale, begin with the diaphragm, the opening through the belly, the low ribs. Now the belly may come in a little bit as you expand into your side ribs, opening all the way around, front, sides, back of the rib cage, and exhale all the air out. Keep those same first two parts you just connected to with your hands, with your awareness, and move your hands now to the upper ribs, lightly touching the collarbones. So you can feel that lift through the collarbones that happens at the very top. Exhale all the air out. Keep a little bit of lift through pelvic floor and lower belly. As you inhale, expand through the diaphragm. So you feel your belly expand. Move up to the side ribs. And then at the very top of your breath, move into your upper chest. You'll feel the movement on under your fingertips when you get it. Relax through the shoulders. Exhale, let the weight of your shoulders and arms relax down. An important part of a full inhale is emptying all the air out. So draw the front of your rib cage down slightly. Get all the air out. Inhale, expand fully through the diaphragm, mid-ribs, upper ribs, inviting the breath into the very top of the lungs. Exhale all the air out. I want to share one other way to work with this three-part breath that I find helps you to connect with how you can get that deeper breath into the upper lobes of the lungs with your arms overhead. For this part, interlace the fingers right along the very bottom, back of the skull, and have your fingertips alongside the thumbs alongside the neck so you can feel that you're staying relaxed through your neck. Roll the elbows in slightly. And what we'll do is at the top of the inhale, create a lift through the shoulder blades and arms as you expand the breath into your upper ribs. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, open fully through the diaphragm, mid-ribs, upper ribs, creating a lift through the arms and allowing the back of the skull to be drawn up by the hands. Exhale all the air out. Explore how this arm position might help you get the breath into your upper chest. Three-part breath, go. Let the head rest in the hands and lightly draw the back of the skull up. Notice when you release tension in your neck, you can get the breath a little bit higher in the lungs. And exhale, relax the arms down. We'll come back to this Ujjayi breath and use it throughout the class. Knee pile. Bring your right knee on top. I've got a couple of other pranayamas to show you here. Kapalabhati. Snapping the belly in, lower belly, moving the air straight out through the sinuses and nostrils. You'll relax the belly and then snap it in. 50 rounds. Inhale, relax the belly, and begin. Creating a pumping action in your lower belly. And release. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Fill the lungs completely. And pause. Hold the breath. Exhale in preparation for Uddiyana. Place the hands on the floor just beside your knees and exhale through your mouth all the air out. Hold the air out. Tuck your chin in toward your chest. Pull down and back through your hands. Scoop the belly and lift and spread the ribs. Now what I want you to feel for here while you're holding Uddiyana is that opening of the rib cage that you were getting in your 3-part breath. Diaphragm, side ribs, upper ribs, expanding. Release the belly and take in a full breath. What you want to do is feel for how something like Kapalabhati and Uddiyana exercises the muscles that help you breathe, and you might find your breath easier as you move through your practice. Change the cross of your legs. It's definitely true in my experience of pranayama. I feel like I might do something like Kapalabhati and Uddiyana and then find that it's so much easier to work with my Ujjayi breath. Kapalabhati, 50 rounds. And release the belly, fill up the lungs. 3-part breath with that soft whisper in the back of the throat. We're doing a little different pranayama here now. Hold the breath for a count of 10. Just relax while you're holding. Exhale through your mouth. Get all the air out. Hold the air out, scoop the belly, and lift and spread the ribs. As you're holding the air out, you're creating a full inhaling movement through the ribs, and that's what creates the suctioning effect through your core. Now add a little bit more abdominal and pelvic floor lift. Squeeze the sit bones in, and release. Let's do one more. Notice how you're exercising your respiratory muscles to open the ribs here. And release. Side bend with chest opener. Reach your right leg out, bring your left foot in, open the knees wide. Lengthen up through the spine and exhale, reach out toward your right foot. Slide the right hand down onto the floor. Reach the left arm a little bit below the shoulders, straight out, and allow the left arm to relax back. Inhale, move down through your foundation, including your right hand. Lengthen through the right side. Exhale, pull your right shoulder blade down, relax your neck, and reach back through your left arm. In every pose, what we'll explore is what it feels like to breathe into different areas of your body, and in particular, the areas that are being stimulated by the pose. So down into your hips and into your chest here. What has changed by being in this shape? What can you work with that will help free up the breath? Remember, the postures might feel where you feel lacking in ability to connect with awareness. So, or a stiffness or a holding. So it's, like I said, you might feel like you're suffocating a little bit in that area, the upper chest. Breath by breath, you're letting it open. For neck release, slide your left hand now out over the left hip. Palm turns down, fingertips about a foot from the floor. This time, inhale into the left side of your neck. And as you allow your awareness to wash through that area, soften. Let the weight of the head relax over. Reach through your left arm and pull the top of the shoulder blade away from the neck. Feel free to turn your jaw down if any of the neck releases feel too intense. Reach through your left hand, pull yourself up into seated. Use your right hand to lift your head up. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll feel like while I'm in the pose, it's hard to feel how I'm getting my breath into that area of my body. So for instance, the left side of your neck here. Pause here, and oftentimes you'll feel the effects after the pose. Is it easier to breathe and feel a sense of openness there? Change sides. Let's bring the right foot in, left foot out. Lengthen up, stay long through your left side. Reach out, slide your left hand down onto the floor, reach the right arm out, and roll the right upper arm bone and collarbone away from the center of your chest. So that means the outer, the very furthest point of your collarbone away from your neck is rolling a little bit up towards the ear and back. And the inner right arm starts to turn up towards the ceiling. As a matter of fact, you can let gravity take the weight of your right arm and shoulder. Now move your awareness to the areas that are calling you. I feel tight here. What do I do? Just go right into those spots. The exhale can be a wonderful place to send a sense of ease and release through that spot. Come into neck release. Slide the right hand a little forward so the hand's in line with your right hip. Palm down. You want your arm below your shoulder, so fingertips are about a foot from the floor. Inhale into the right side of your neck. Pull down through your left shoulder blade and reach out through the right fingertips. Feel the whole right arm supporting a gentle pull on the right shoulder blade, inviting the attachments right around the shoulder blade to release. Not release their hold on the bone, but to release tension. Reach through your right arm, pull yourself up into seated, use your left hand to lift your head up. Abs with the mat. Grab your roll, 3-part twisting, and come onto your back. Reach the legs straight up towards the ceiling and bring the roll all the way to the pubic bone between your legs. If you need to, feel free to bend your knees on this abdominal. Take in a deep inhale and lengthen out along the mat. Hold the breath, draw your low belly in, squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl tailbone, sit bones, head and chest straight up towards the ceiling. Curl tailbone a little bit more. Feels like you're lifting the roll and the legs up. Squeeze the roll with more intensity. Squeeze sit bones towards the roll and draw low belly in. Inhale, set the sacrum down. Get the physical movement of the breath into your back. As a matter of fact, in your abdominals, it's a lot about opening the breath up in the body in different areas. Hold the breath, especially the back. Draw low belly in and squeeze. Exhale, curl tailbone, sit bones, head and chest up. This time, bring both elbows toward your left thigh. Lift through the legs and tailbone. Squeeze the roll. Curl your sit bones towards the roll. Draw your low belly in. Inhale, set the sacrum down. Come back to center with your elbows. Spread through low, mid, upper ribs. Hold the breath. Draw low belly in. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl up and bring both elbows towards your right thigh. Lift through the inner line of the legs, squeeze the roll, squeeze through sit bones, draw low belly in. Inhale, set the sacrum down, lengthen through the spine. Draw low belly in, squeeze the roll, exhale, curl straight up. Inhale, sacrum down. Reach down through the tailbone as you stretch out through the soles of your feet. Exhale, squeeze the roll, curl up, bring both elbows towards your left thigh. Get a little more lift through the legs. Squeeze, squeeze through sit bones, draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Hold the breath, draw low belly in, squeeze, exhale, curl up, both elbows towards right thigh. Lift the roll up. Now, for me, I feel like I'm isometrically pushing forward and down through the heels to get that squeeze through the sit bones. A way that you can connect to this is put the hands right behind the thigh, top of the thigh, and push your thigh into your hands. Squeeze the sit bones towards the roll. Inhale, sacrum down. There's just something about that that helps you to feel where that's happening. One more in each direction. Exhale, curl straight up through tailbone and elbows. Squeeze sit bones towards the roll. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, curl up. Bring both elbows towards your left thigh. Lift the roll. Squeeze through sit bones. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Spread across the balls of feet and toes. Exhale, curl up. Both elbows towards the right thigh. Inhale. The sacrum come down. Bend the knees. Bring your feet down. And take a breath. Is it easier to breathe in any different areas of your body? The reason we're working with this full breath like this, it's not a natural breath that you use in everyday life, is to clear those energy pathways that we were talking about, so consciousness and awareness can move through your whole body. Twisted root. Wrap your left thigh bone over the right and hook your left ankle behind your right calf if you can. Pick your legs up, knees over the waist. Clasp the hands behind your head. Inhale, curl up through your upper body. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach your thigh bones up and squeeze your thighs together. Isometrically pull down through the heels, lifting up through the knees and sit bones. Draw low belly in. Inhale, set the sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Squeeze through the thighs and sit bones. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, curl up. Scoop through your lower belly. Rest your head in your hands. Inhale, sacrum down. Keep your legs right where they are. Bring your head down and place your hands one above the other on top of your left thigh bone. Inhale into your lower back. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press your thighs into your hands. Press your hands into your thighs, keeping the low back down and the thighs right where they are, moving a little bit into the hands. Inhale, release the squeeze. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press your thighs into your hands, hands into your thighs, all the air out. Draw low belly in. Release, unwind, and bring your right thigh bone on top. Inhale, curl up through your upper body, shoulder blades off the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach up through your thighs, squeeze your thighs together, draw low belly in. Inhale, keep the feet active. Move your awareness down into your lower back. Feel for creating some fullness there, more connection to the floor. Exhale, curl up. Squeeze through the thighs and sit bones, draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. One more. Lay your upper body down. Place your hands above your right thigh and inhale. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press your thighs into your hands, hands into your thighs. Draw low belly in. Inhale, the sacrum come down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Press your thighs into your hands, hands into your thighs. Draw low belly in. One more. Oh, release that. Okay. Frog lifting through. Bring your knees over your hips, bent at a 90-degree angle, and open your legs into a straddle. Keep your shin bones parallel to the floor on this abdominal. Clasp the hands behind your head. Inhale, curl up through your upper body. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Curl pubic bone towards belly button. Draw low belly in and use your legs like you would in horse stance. Pulling the heels towards the center of your mat and sending the thigh bones away from the hips. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Traction the thigh bones away from the hips. Draw low belly in. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, tailbone up. Feel for using your glutes to help roll the sacrum up away from the floor. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Use your glutes. Curl the sit bones up. Inhale, sacrum down. Exhale, curl tailbone up, pubic bone towards belly button. Draw low belly in. Reach out through your knees. Release the upper body down. Use your hands. Bring your feet together, knees together, and place the feet in preparation for bridge, just in front of your sit bones, a little greater than hip distance apart. Let's actually do this with the roll. Bring the roll between your thighs and just get a little squeeze on the roll here. Pull the heels towards you. Lift up into bridge. Inhale and work with your 3-part breath, expanding through the belly, side ribs, upper ribs. And feeling that little lift in the collarbones right at the top of your inhale, moving towards the floor. Exhale, press down through your feet. Squeeze the roll slightly and lift the hips up, shifting the tailbone towards the roll. 3-part breath. Strong through the legs and back. Now, take 3 deep breaths, exploring how the breath feels different here. And how the breath can get the energy and the breath moving in different areas of your body. So remember, it might be awareness, consciousness, connection through the legs, through the back. You might feel more physical movement into the upper chest. Exhale, release, tucking the tailbone away from you as you roll the spine down. Bring your knees in toward your chest, roll to your side, and come up into seated. What we'll do here is come into standing for alternating classical sun with B series. Come to the front center of your mat. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, keeping support through the lower belly, arch into your upper back. Exhale, forward bend, neck relaxed. Step your left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, lunge pose. Feel the lift through the arms. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back, come into plank. Inhale. Bring your body into a straight line. Reach back through the heels and out through the crown of the head. Exhale, bend at the elbows, stay strong through your arms and core. Come all the way down. Point the toes, tuck the tailbone, inhale, cobra. Moving down and back through the hands, arch into your upper back. Exhale, downward dog, left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, lunge. Feel the lift through the collarbones, the breath into the upper chest. Exhale, forward bend. Take time to empty the lungs completely. Inhale, press into standing. Reach up, feel the lift through the inner armpits. Roll the inner arms towards the ears and reach back. Exhale, Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. Scoop through the lower belly, arch into your upper back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Get full length, tailbone to the crown of the head. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Pull back with the hands. Lift through the inner thighs. Scoop the tailbone down. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one now. Left foot forward, right heel in. Inhale. Reach up. As you stretch back into your right heel, move the right hip forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Rolling the elbows in, the collarbones back. Exhale, downward dog. Warrior one, right foot forward, left heel in. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, stretch through your arms, expand wide through the ribs. Exhale, hop or step the feet between your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up, pull back with your hands, forward with your feet to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, take that length down now, down, down, down. Neck relaxed. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now, notice your breath. Is it feeling easier to breathe? Yeah, movement does that for us. It kind of loosens up the body, which is an interesting thing to observe is when our body is more fluid and relaxed, we can breathe more easily. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Step your right foot back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, step back and come into plank. Part of what we're doing with the postures, inhale here, is learning how to keep that full breath even though we're in these different shapes. Exhale, come down, roll the shoulders back, reach through the feet, exhale all the air out. Inhale, so see what it's like to get the breath more into the chest where you're stretching now. And the diaphragm. Exhale, downward dog, right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, lunge, rooting through your back foot, feeling the lift through the whole body. Exhale, forward bend. Let the weight of the head create a traction through your spine. Inhale, press into standing. Reach up and back. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, chaturanga. Grip the mat with your hands. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward, left heel in. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, left foot forward, all the air out. Inhale, warrior one. So remember what it felt like to inhale all the way up into the upper ribs, especially when the arms are lifted. It's a little bit easier. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Full breath. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, push through your hands and feet to get a little more length through your body. Exhale, hop the feet in. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, come into standing, hands to your heart. Now we'll move through some B series here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, warrior two with eagle arms. Step your left foot forward and open up into warrior two. Let's bring the left elbow on top. Keep the feet active and use that as a tool to keep the energy moving through the hips and legs. Feel your support. And notice how the pose and your breath can help you open up through the upper back, between the shoulder blades and right at the base of the neck. Inhale, unwind the arms. Move into extended warrior variation. Bring your left forearm just above your left knee with chest opener, so we'll reach the right arm back. Inhale, shift the tailbone down, drawing the feet towards one another. Empty the lungs. Inhale, push through your foundation, reach through your left forearm, broaden across the chest. Exhale, start to reach back through your right arm. Now, a couple of breaths here, just feeling where you might have difficulty breathing and how this pose can help you open up those spaces. Inhale for pigeon, turn. Bring your hands to each side of your right foot, spin onto the left foot, spin onto the ball of your right foot, and bring your left foot in. Heel close to the pubic bone, left knee just inside of the left wrist. For queen pigeon, stage one, you might actually need your strap. I'm going to do this facing you so you can see what's going on in the neck here. Left knee is forward. Bring the strap around your left foot, around your right waist, and reach back with your left hand, grabbing, you might be able to grab the foot actually, so if you can, you would grab the foot. If you can't reach the foot, just bring your hand as close to the foot along the strap as you can, because part of what you're doing there with your left forearm is you're bringing that left side of the sacrum, that left hip, right side of the sacrum, right hip forward. Okay, if you have difficulty lifting your chest easily here, place a block underneath your right hand for support. Lengthen up through the crown of the head and release your right ear straight over towards your right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Get curious about what it means to breathe into an area. And what's changing when you go from not being able to breathe into an area to being able to breathe in an area. For instance, right here at the base of your neck, or in the chest, up in the skull. Release. Step back, come into downward dog. Warrior two with eagle arms. Step your right foot forward. Open into warrior two. Reach the arms out and bring your right elbow on top. Move forward and up through your forearms and let your head come forward. What you might consider is using your foundation, whatever it is, in any given pose, as a way to support creating a little more ease with your breath. So if you're grounded through your legs, you can relax more through your neck and upper back. Unwind, reach out. Extended warrior variation with chest opener. Right forearm just above the knee, left arm back. Draw the feet into the mat and towards one another. Scoop the tailbone down and draw the low belly in, just above the pubic bone, below the belly button. Keep that. Inhale, lift the front of your chest up. And exhale, let the weight of your left arm relax back. Now, where do you want to take the breath? Where do you need it? Queen Pigeon, stage 1, with neck release. Turn toward your right foot, come into pigeon. With this variation of pigeon, you want to bring your right foot as close to your left hip as you can, so it's not going to be out here for this version. Wrap the strap around your foot or grab it with your right hand. Lift up in chest. Use the block underneath your left hand if you need to, and relax your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Sometimes I find it a little bit easier to let my body lean a little bit to the left. What this does is make it a little bit easier to let the weight of my head relax over. You might explore that. Use your breath, your awareness to move from fear to openness, from shielding, closing off, to connecting. Release. For cobra, over the roll. Bring the roll into the belly. Just making sure that the roll is not pushing into the rib bones. Relax forward and down, bringing the chest and the forehead down and relaxing the legs back. Move your breath and your awareness down into your lower back. So that's going to be both the physical opening and the awareness. As you exhale, relax over the roll. You're letting go of any resistance to the roll. Take a few breaths. As you let go, you'll find that your back will open a little bit more. You relax over the roll and it pulls a little bit of space between the vertebra and your lumbar spine. For cobra over the roll, turn your forehead forward, bring your hands beside your chest, turn on the legs, lift your knees, shift the tailbone down, and lift into your chest. And you're still staying in the cobra position, the low ribs about level with the roll, taking the arch into the upper back. Notice, a few breaths here, how the roll will help you move the breath into different areas. So with that support in the lower belly, you can get more breath into your rib cage, front, sides, and back. Exhale. Release. Come down. Lift up. Move the roll out of your way and come into downward facing dog. Reverse warrior. Step your left foot forward. Open into the warrior 2 position. Reach up and back through your left arm. pressing down into the top of the right thigh if you need to lengthen out of the lower back or to support the lower back. Start to move your breath and your awareness through the whole shape. You're going to literally feel your body light up in that shape when you get your consciousness is light energy. Interlock. Come forward. Bring your left shoulder just inside of your left knee. Wrap the left arm under, clasp the hands. Or just reach in that direction, grab clothing. Let your neck relax as you begin to roll your right shoulder back. Queen Pigeon, stage 2. Unwind. Walk the left foot across. And if you needed the strap before, bring that around your left foot. If you need a little bit of support when you bring your back leg up, slide the block or the roll underneath your left sit bone. Reach the left hand around the back and grab hold of the strap or your foot. Lift up in chest, square off through your hips. Bend your right knee and grab the outside of the right ankle or shin with your right hand. Notice how you're rolling the collarbones back and explore what it feels like in your upper chest and upper back with your breath, with your awareness. I think just keep it as simple as that. What does it feel like? What are the sensations? What are the different tones of energy? What does it mean? What's the emotional content? And how does my state of mind shift as I feel these areas transform with the pose? Release. Downward dog. Reverse warrior. Step your right foot forward, open into warrior 2, reach up and back through your right arm. How can I support an easier breath? So that's interesting. You're doing these challenging postures, but we want the breath to get easier and easier. Which might mean sometimes, at different points of your practice, adjusting the pose so you can get more breath. Interlock. Notice how using both legs for support will make it a little bit easier to relax in your neck and face. How can you make the breath a little bit easier? Queen Pigeon, stage 2. Bring the hands down, walk your right foot across. Reach as close to your right foot as you can with your right hand. Remember, you're bringing that left hip forward with the right forearm. Lift through the chest and grab hold of your left ankle. Explore this shape with your awareness. And notice how intertwined your awareness is with your breath. And as your body opens up in the pose, you'll actually find your awareness and your breath being able to flow into new areas. Release, unwind, and come into, let's do cobra over the roll again. Grab your roll and come on down. Take a couple of breaths. If you turned your head to one side, now we'll turn the head the other way. Just letting go. Another thing to explore is, where does the breath get hung up? And we want to explore moving the inhale into those areas, creating that release and opening as you inhale, and deepening it with your exhale, or allowing the energy to flow more with your exhale. Turn your forehead forward, plant the hands, exhale, turn on the legs, the roll move into you, inhale, lift. Feel the strength in your back so you can kind of push down, push your belly into the roll to lift the chest. Might even kind of just see what it feels like to lighten the hands a little bit. Exhale, release, press back, come into downward dog. Warrior One back bend with brain cradling. Step your left foot forward, come into Warrior One. Interlace the fingers just behind the skull. Roll the elbows in. And inhale, reach up through the arms, through the shoulder blades, getting the breath into your upper chest. Exhale, reach through your right heel, move your hips forward and down, and go up slightly through the back of the hands, drawing the back of the skull away from the back of the heart. You want to get a sense in this pose that you're bringing your jaw, chin, towards your chest. Very long through the back of the neck. Taking the arch into your upper back. Twisting warrior. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Make a fist with your right hand. Bring your left hand on top. And inhale. Move down through your forearms. Bring your chest in line with your hands. Exhale. Shift the outer left hip down and back. Relax your neck. Wonderful pose to just notice where the breath gets hung up. When you get full of breath, pause, and then soften that area. Then inhale a little bit more. I just find that sometimes when I just slow down like that, I can really get the breath moving. Pause. Inhale a little bit more. Pigeon back bend with the strap. Walk your left foot across. Grab your strap. If you need support, slide the roll or the block underneath your left sit bone. Hook your right foot and reach the arms up. Turn the rib cage and the hips forward towards the front of your mat and explore freeing your breath up. Release. Downward dog. Warrior One back bend with brain cradling. Step your right foot forward, come into Warrior One. Interlace the fingers right along the bottom, back of the skull. Roll the elbows in. Exhale. Roll the left hip forward. Shift the tailbone down. Inhale. Lift up long through the sides. Exhale. Let the weight of your head rest in your hands. Draw the chin slightly in towards the chest. Chest lifts towards the chin. Keep a lift through the arms. Inner arms rolling in towards the face. Elbows and shoulder blades lifting up. Release your back bend. Inhale, reach up. Twisting warrior. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. Fist with the left hand, right hand on top. Inhale, going up, 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 away from your right thigh. Exhale, squeeze down and in through the sit bones. Shift the tailbone down, relax your neck. Wonderful pose to explore how I can get a little more solid in my foundation to create more freedom in the breath. If that helped you on the other side, when you feel full, pause, and then inhale a little bit more. Pause, inhale. Release. Pigeon, back bend with the strap. Very important to make sure the sacrum is level. Hips are squaring towards the front. Enjoy the shape. Remember when you are in the right balance, that you will feel the most amount of freedom in any shape. So you're not going too far, you're not going too little. This shape turns on with brightness and joy, the natural state of our prana, of our life force. Peace and harmony. Release. Whew. Okay, bow over the roll. Grab your roll, lift into cobra over the roll. Bend your left knee, grab your left ankle, push your belly into the roll, lift through your upper back. And if you can, bend your right knee and grab your right ankle. Reach back through the shins and take breath into the shape. Notice how the roll will literally help you get the breath moving into different areas. Flowing through the back of the heart. Now use the strength in your back to release slowly. Hold the shape as you let go of your feet. And then release down. Press back. Downward dog. Lunge, heel to butt. Have your strap close by as well. Step your left foot forward. Cushion under your right knee if you need to. I'm on carpet here and a thick mat, so I don't need it, but You can always fold your mat over if you need a little more cushion, or slide a blanket underneath cushion. Bend your right knee, grab the top of your right foot with your right hand. You can stay here. If you can keep the breath moving steady, energy flowing, bend your elbow. Bring the heel in towards the butt. Light up your pose. Lunge back bend with the strap. For this pose, allow the hips to move forward and down. Shift the tailbone down. Inhale, lifting up, long through the sides. Exhale. Give some support right around your mid-back. Draw the low ribs in and take the arch more into your upper back. Lounge lunge. Release. Step your right hand forward. Stretch back long through your right leg and let the hips release down. Try to just turn the upper body. We want to keep the front of the right thigh facing the floor, and turn your chest toward your left knee. The left knee come in towards your chest. Allow the right side to open and the right shoulder to relax up towards your ear. Release. Downward dog. Lunge, heel to butt. Step your right foot forward. Cushion under your left knee. Grab the top of your left foot with your left hand. Bend the elbow and bring your heel in towards the butt. How can I make my breath a little bit easier? I think for me, something that's helped a lot is patience. Focusing more on the breath than trying to make a pose happen. Lunge back bend with the strap. Allow the hips to move forward. Lift up. Draw in slightly through the lower ribs. Just because they can get kind of thrown forward a little bit sometimes in this kind of a back bend. Go up, create the lift through the inner arms and that outer edge of the collarbones we were working with at the beginning of class. Exhale. Can you release any blockages through the back of the heart and up through the neck and throat? Lounge lunge. Release, anchor your left shin, step your left hand forward and let the hips come down. Turn your chest toward your right knee and bring your knee in. Just allow gravity to take your hips your ribs, your torso. You can also gently pull back with your right foot to traction that left thigh bone back. Release. Step back. Downward dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Jump or step through and come into seated. Roll onto your back for a flow of bridge. Hang on, I got to plug in my computer. Okay. Bridge, wheel, and then back into bridge. Working with the variation of lifting each leg up in each pose. If you'd rather not lift into wheel, just doesn't feel right in your body right now, you can't keep that breath going, then stay in bridge, perhaps putting the block underneath your sacrum and doing some leg variations. Another great variation that you're pretty warmed up for here in your yoga practice is Dreamtime Hero. From bridge, with the block under the sacrum, bend both knees back into half Virasana, bringing the feet beside the block. So, I will demonstrate Dreamtime Hero, and then move the block out and join everyone with bridge, each leg up, wheel, each leg up, bridge, each leg up. Come onto your back. And lift into bridge, slide the block underneath the sacrum, whatever height you like. If you're working in Dreamtime Hero, bend your knees, grab the tops of your feet and pull your heels toward your butt. Reach the knees forward and down, bringing the tops of the feet down onto the floor. Keep the shoulders anchored. Now, from here, if you're moving into wheel, bring your right foot a little bit into the center and reach your left leg up. Change sides, left foot towards the center, just in line with the sit bone, right leg up. What we're working with is keeping the breath deep and smooth as we move through the sequence. Bring both feet down, plant the hands, fingertips pointing towards the shoulders, right above the shoulders. Lift into wheel. Feel free to pause on the top of the head if you'd like. Step the left foot in slightly, reach the right leg up. Change sides. Bring your left foot down. Stay with me here. Tuck your chin in, set your shoulders down, come into bridge. Lift your right leg up. Focus on the breath. It's okay if the body's quivering, as long as the breath is deep and smooth. Not hurting. Remember, or notice, quivering is not the same as hurting. Bring your left foot down. Release. Roll the spine down. And let's come into elbow to knee with thigh traction. Bring your knees over your hips, ankles a little bit below your knees, clasp your hands behind your head. Inhale, curl up through your upper body. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, turn toward your left knee, reach the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, bring your right hand to the top of your right thigh bone. Exhale, use your hand to pull the thigh bone up, press your thigh into your hand into your thigh, and draw low belly in. Inhale, come back to center. Both knees are over the hips, ankles below the knees, curl tailbone up. Exhale, turn toward your right knee, reach the left leg straight up. Inhale, left hand grips right up at the top of the thigh bone. Exhale, push the thigh bone up. Move your thigh into your hand into your thigh, scoop through the lower belly. Inhale, knees over the hips, both hands behind the head. Exhale, turn toward your left knee. We'll do it all in one breath here. Grab hold of your right thigh, reach the thigh bone up. As you push your hand into your thigh, you're tractioning through your lower back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn toward your right knee. Use your left hand, push the left thigh bone up, push your thigh into your hand into the thigh, tractioning your lower back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, turn toward your left thigh, reach the right leg straight up, send the thigh bone up, draw low belly in. Inhale. Exhale, turn toward your right knee, left leg straight up, send the thigh bone up, draw low belly in. Inhale. Release, come back, and move into Shavasana. Just let everything go here. We've been working with our pranayama, our ujjayi breath, controlling the breath, filling and emptying the lungs. And we're just going to let all that go here. We're not going to control the breath in any way. Just let all those muscles relax. And observe how the body will breathe itself. At a certain point, it will open for the inhale. And at a certain point, the exhale will drop out. You don't have to control it in any way. The body will draw the breath in. And the body will let the breath out. Allow yourself to completely relax. Notice how much easier it is for your body to breathe the more relaxed you are. Notice all the sensations that are arising in each moment. Just observe. Just begin to deepen your breath and move your attention to your breath, your body, breathing. Now we'll just deepen it, so we're controlling it a little bit. But notice how it might be easier after your practice and also as you're still relaxed on the ground. Start to introduce movement. Make your way up into seated. This practice can help you bring more present moment awareness into your life. So an important thing to do is after we practice, the intention is to take what we learned and developed and to bring it into our everyday lives. Bring your hands together at your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, post-yoga.